Open mic.
I'm probably getting started here in a few minutes. Hey, what's going on, man? A little slow getting started here, but we should be going here in a few. Hey, what's going on, Monger? You can hear me, right? Yeah, maybe some chain heal. I have yet to heal this fight, so we'll see how this goes. Well, my microphone's quiet? Or the game audio's quiet? There's not much going on in the game either. How about now? I turned it up a little bit.
Just making sure everyone's here.
I'm gonna grab a drink, but I'll be right back in 30 seconds.
I thought it was strangely quiet in here. It's because I wasn't on Discord.
Okay, everyone was here, so we will just go through this stuff. No, we'll review the fights a little bit, but mostly everyone has done this, so shouldn't be too too long for Gruul's.
Faster we slap him, the faster we get to go to Mag.
And get slapped?
I like the sound of that.
I knew you would.
Okay, so for the first couple polls, Fyrus, you're gonna hang in the raid. Me and Bra will be on Skonex.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait till he comes back. Yeah, just hang tight, guys. We'll wait till he comes back. All right, he's coming back. Incoming. Priest incoming. I got the right wall here. Make sure you grab a health stone. All right, so real quick, Helpy and Jalthi are going to be on square. Bra is going to be on skull. Firish, you're going to be on X. Nox is on moon, and I'm on High King. And then Ragonk, you're on your own tonight. So as best you can, control those ads. If we need to kill one because there's too many to handle, just please call it out. We're going to start the pool with Nox shooting moon, and then we'll have a misdirect on Skull and X for Bra and Fyrus.
When Skull dies, since it'll be the first target down, if a second fell beast spawns, I can help pick it up and drag it near X if need be.
Okay, so I'm going to tank High King right where he stands against the wall. Moon is going to stay where they are. Square is going to stay where they are. And then Skull and X are going to be against the wall where everyone is right over here if you see where Coco's jumping. So yeah, that's right against the wall there's Skull and X. So make sure Nox gets the first... are there healing assignments? Yeah, heal everybody. No, so whoever's in my group, so Arid, oh, this changed. Okay. So at the very least, Zen is going to be on me, as well as Crime, you can be on me as well, Coco. And then Aridel, Sif, you guys are mainly on the raid. And then Bebe, you're on the tanks, Bra and Fyrus, as well as, who else? Crab. And then obviously we're also watching out for Nox because he's technically tanking, and then Helpy and Jalthi are also tanking.
And Barbarian will call for hero when threats established on Skull.
Do you need a knockback reduction as the mage tank or anything like that? Should I throw like Earth Shield on Nox?
He should be good.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so again, everyone's doing anything right on the pull timer after Nox is cast. Make sure Moon does not move and Square does not move. And Helpy and Jalthi, you guys can scoot over just a touch more if you want to, I think, but you're fine. You'll know where to go. All right, I'll put a timer up, and let's make sure we keep the tanks alive, and call out if you need any help, Ragonk, on the ads. Yep, positioning is key here, guys. Once we get positioning, we're good to go.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Wait for the cast. Okay, go. Okay.
Fell on herself.
Wait for him to position.
Go ahead, hero.
Coco's going to the wall. Watch for range healers. Make sure we dispel Fyrus if you can.
Mainlays on bot.
Watch for Whirlwind. It's not coming. It's about to come. I do not know why I got knocked there. Let me know if this position is no good.
Hey, back the pet off of Kigler, please.
Are we heroing this fight?
I called for it after the first guy. I think it was already cast.
No problem. I'm having Discord issues, so I didn't hear.
No problem. If you have it and haven't popped it, go ahead and use it for boss.
Well,
Yeah, wait till all the ads are down.
Yeah.
I'm feared. Back out melee.
Ranged is on square.
Aggro drop. Okay, I've got him. Be careful, guys. Aggro dropped. Coco's feared. You're gonna pull. Watch out. If someone could throw a fear ward on me, that'd be great. Nice job.
reloading my Discord. I'll be right back.
Yeah, at the end there. Sorry, guys. I got feared. I couldn't keep him off you.
Strong work, everybody. Very nice. Nicely done.
Coming in hot.
Congrats, Aradel.
Grats Aradel on the shoulders.
Are you gonna go left or right wall, Coco, with your...
I'm gonna be on the left side with the brute, right, and then you can take right side with the priest.
Okay.
And then Fyrus is catching again on this. Let's wait. That Pat's gonna come.
Grats airtight.
Congrats.
All right. As soon as the Pat goes away, we'll kill this next pull. Okay, pulling a few seconds here. All right, here we go. And yep, it's pulling back just a touch. Actually, this is fine. This one. Nice job, Virus. Okay, on the priest. Okay, we'll wait for Star to come back. I wouldn't be as concerned about these if we had more tanks, but we only have 3, so want to make sure we don't overburden ourselves. Incoming. I've got a brute. Fire, see if you can grab the priest, barbarian, get the other brute. I'm really low. Focus my target, guys. Oh god.
I think we picked up the same. Got the.
Just get skull down.
We'll pre-mark those next time.
Get the X. Get the X. And that doesn't happen if we pull them back farther, right?
Yeah, they're shouting, and that's what it was.
Yep.
Chain heal. Fucking chain heal.
So for this one, I'm going to have Barbarian take both of the priests, and then make sure we have Fear Wards on me and him. Let's burn the skull, and then Fyrus, you can still catch.
All right.
If I remember correctly, the priests don't hit that hard, right?
No, not really.
Okay. So I'm going to take the brute on the left wall over here, bro.
Okay.
Why don't you shoot first? Or don't shoot. That's cool.
No, I can't shoot.
You don't have Avenger Shield, guy?
Nope.
No, he spec'd out of that a while ago.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a good spell?
Yeah.
It's primarily for like it's decent for some heroic, but it's not ideal for rating or for output.
I'm going to take this X away from you.
And then all the cleaving melee cried.
Nice job. All right, hang back here. Don't go in yet. Okay, so as always, just make sure you guys do a range. What are you guys doing, 17 or 18 DPS?
18's best.
Okay, so range 18. Make sure you guys don't kill anybody. Utilize the walls. Utilize every part of the room. And then, yeah, we will hero after the first shatter. And stay out of the crumbling rocks.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Let's mark the healers. So that they don't get killed.
I'm missing crab.
There we go. Those should be all the healers.
Wow, 6 healers. This is like a treat.
They won't know what to do. They four-healed it last week.
You want me to just sit out back here, or
No, we want you to be eligible. We want you to be eligible for loot. So just go in and die, and then they can handle it.
So I've got Andromeda and Ragonk as AFK for that last one.
Andro, Ragonk, you guys back?
I think Ragonk said he was whispering me. Oh yeah, Andro's here. Okay.
Perfect. Hi. Okay, we're good to go. Everyone step in.
All right. Yep. Let threat get established, and then pump as much as you can before pulling.
We're missing one inside the gate. Sif.
What's that?
Sif is outside the.
Oh, he just messaged me. One sec. Oh, his internet just crashed for about 5 minutes.
So I'm connected on Discord, but my BNet won't connect now, and I'm very confused.
But Discord doesn't need nearly as much connectivity.
And BNet might need to be restarted.
We'll give him a couple minutes, then. I'm not too worried about it. So yeah, just let us know if it doesn't cooperate.
That I will do.
Been raiding for 5 minutes. Half the people probably need a bio break.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we probably should start planning those, huh?
I know I do. I've already peed 3 times.
Yeah, Mr. Squirrel Bladder.
That's
Bring
me.
a fresh bottle to every raid, right?
Pardon?
Fresh bottle to every raid.
Oh yeah.
So Beast, first misdirect should be on Coco, and then the second one you guys have should be on Virus.
Falcor.
I'm just trying to get ahead of the curve, you know.
I like it.
So I see Sif inside now. Are you good?
Looks like
Sif ready. Okay, he's ready. All right, I'm gonna put a timer up.
Don't forget to spread out. Use the whole room, guys.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
When are we doing heroism?
After the first shatter.
Okay.
Stay spread, guys.
4, 3, 2.
I'm in range of 3 people.
That was right.
Can we get a battle res? Never mind. Can we let's battle res Holy, and you guys can heroism.
And I popped reincarnate.
Spot buffs if you can afford it.
Rotating the boss melee. Watch around, you guys.
Dedicated. Look.
Can we battle res Oda and Rigonk?
Is Jalti's battle res up?
Yeah.
Well, let's get Jolty then. Yep.
I think if I step out, it'll kill Skull and Amma.
Yeah, don't do it then. Let's buff whoever we just res, please. I'm really far away from the boss, guys, just so you know. Let him get repositioned. Oh, Skull. Oh, boy.
2, 1.
Could have been worse.
I'm gonna shield wall. Oh, I died. It's on Virus. That was bad timing. Just keep Virus up, guys. Just pump everything you got into him. He's gonna be taking some serious swings. And melee DPS is gonna die, so don't worry about him.
They'll die until Barbarian gets second on threat.
So close.
Yeah, that's unlucky. I was like literally clicking shield wall and he killed me.
Nice job, guys.
Easy clap.
Easy clap.
Nice job, DPS. And heals.
I got booted to the back wall twice. Coming in and trying to like maintain third on threat was real hard.
Tried to kill me once.
Can we get some ports to Shat and then have everybody repair and then head to Mags?
If nobody else, the mages and locks don't want it. I don't know how important it is for you. My legs are the grossest shit on me, so.
Please, I hope Helpy gets those.
If they're actually good for warlocks.
Please upgrade this crap.
And to look at you anymore.
Grats, Helpy. Yeah, I was telling Helpy.
Grats, dude.
I was telling Helpy his legs look like, his pants look like when you have a raid at 7, but your baseball game ends at 6:45.
Andromeda.
Thrown weapon, the worst thing he can drop.
This is in Hellfire, right, Mag?
Yep.
Yep. Backside.
Yeah, it's the backside on the ground. Because there's like a big ramp that goes down to it.
All right.
Yeah, that shuriken sucks. The only good thing on it is the stam for like tanking. That's about it.
I know.
Why is there even a shuriken in the game?
Didn't you see Gruul using a tiny shuriken?
What do you think the hatefuls are?
Throwing a tiny ass thing at someone below him. Perfect. Yeah, I brought flasks for Mag specifically for no particular reason.
Okay, fine. I'll play around with the
Oh.
shuriken.
Can I go to the auction house real quick and get a summon back?
Should be able to, yeah.
I need to get a flask.
Is that healing hat really a black ninja mask?
Hey, Emma, you want to start putting the groups back into the mag setup?
Yes, sir.
Damn straight it is.
Thanks.
Hey, Sif, you're in Shatrath, so I'll just have to trade this to you.
All right, that's fine. I went to repair before the portal closed out on me.
Oh, well, that's typical mages. Just leave me stranded in Gruuls with no way to get out. Just do and loot, you fuckers. Guess I'll hearth.
And by mages, is there two? Were there two in there or no?
I was
There were two
trying to be
portals
nice.
actually.
There were. Oh.
Thanks, Nugs. Thanks for looking out for a bro. Son of a bitch. Atticus. You know, Atticus would not have left me behind.
You already did.
Redstone is going to be used so many times in the next hour.
He would have been like, "Oh, don't worry. Hey, I stayed and gave you a port there."
That is the Canadian way.
It is. So polite. Except for Schnur.
Your tokens turn in at your Scryer or Alder vendors, right?
Yes.
Sir.
Looking for something specific? Have a good one.
Wow, that is the cheapest repair I've ever had and probably ever will have. 25 silver.
That's nothing.
Is that even a repair?
Amazingly, it was. But I didn't die. My gear sucks still.
That's like topping off your gas tank when you've driven like a mile.
Yeah, I'm gonna want 5 cents. 5 cents on 4. Actually, I don't need a summon. I'm just hearth back to chat.
Hey, Sif, if you're in chat, meet me at the Flight Master if you're not too far away, and I'll give you this hat. Unless you're coming to Mag, then I'll just meet you there. Mag it is, I'm getting summoned.
Okay, groups are done. Coco.
Okay.
Thank you, we're going. And Falcor.
Well, now I look like a badass tree.
Ninja tree.
Damn straight. All the other trees are gonna be jealous of me now.
We got to down mag and get this the eye attunement done. Is eye phase 2?
Yes.
Nice.
But I thought. Oh yeah, I guess you'd have to kill Magtheridon for Eye and Serpentine Cavern.
For what? Entrance to what?
For Serpentine as well, you have to kill Mag.
No, it's just
no, you don't.
It's just Nightbane and
Gruul and
yeah, Nightbane and Gruul.
Nightbane.
That was Nightbane. That's right. I forget that dragon exists.
If you need a summon, just type 1 in chat. I think we got everyone.
Hate you, Ragunk.
Red is still in Shatar. Or
yeah.
Oh, there she is. She accepted.
Stop helping Ragunk summon.
Why?
Jesus.
How to get everybody here?
Summon me like 20 times.
Summoning's fun when you don't have to waste shards on it.
Oh my god, I took the summon before I got my flask out of the mailbox from the auction house.
Fly to honor hold. Grab it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I just feel dumb.
Any engineer make a mailbox?
We only have one warlock. This is gonna be great. Oh boy.
Alright, I'm flying back.
It's not necessary to have multiple warlocks, but it just makes the infernals easier.
Let's get buffs out. Keep this thing a rolling.
So for the trash packs leading up to Mag, it'll be Coco on Skull, Bra on X, Fyrus on Square, and then I want to make sure we've got Lister with Bra. Let's do Lister and Amma with Bra, and then Skull and Awesome Bra with Fyrus for interrupts. And then airtight, Oda, mages, you'll be on my target for interrupts as well. So warriors, you guys have separate targets on all the trash.
My Pat's way long gone, so we should pull.
Yeah, I gotta make sure everyone's here. Let's get fear wards on the tanks and tremor totems for all this.
You're pulling them back, right?
Yeah, we're gonna pull them like right where I am right now. Still missing Sif. Other than that, oh, they're running back, right? All right, I'm gonna pull.
I'm here. I'm sorry, I was not even looking at that side of my screen.
Pulling back. Pat's coming. Pulling back. Melee, get to your respective targets, please. And interrupt anything that you can. Like that Shadow Moon Volley, for example. That's going to be a nice taste of what is to come on the boss.
It's a very quick cast.
Yeah, it's 1 second. If we can get Cursed Tongues on these guys, that would help a lot.
That may have a threat drop.
I got one. I got one.
Yeah, so get used to that, guys, because that 1 second Shadow Bolt Volley is a major mechanic of Phase 1 of the boss. So let's get reses and buffs.
Coco, are you gonna go over the boss at all before we pull?
Oh, yeah.
No. No.
Nah, we're just gonna dry run.
Yeah, there's plenty to talk about, so.
Cool.
Let's make sure we buff all of those people. And we're going to wait for this Pat.
Shadow resist aura and shadow resist buff. Do they stack? Or
They do not.
They do not stack. Okay, Pat's coming up. Again, melee, make sure you interrupt that Shadow Bolt Volley. That is your #1 priority. There should be 2 melee on X, 2 melee on square, and then all the casters and myself are on skull. Incoming. Nice job on it, skull, guys. Okay, we need to kill all the trash, so let's go to the right camp first. we'll pull these up the ramp just a touch. Okay, incoming. Oh, we need to go around and kill the other one.
You can look across the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's closer just to go this way. So.
Nobody minds when I multi-shot the channelers, right?
I don't care. Your buffs out on the dead?
Yep, let's get everybody topped up. Wait for some mana, get some buffs.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Focus square, we're all right here.
Gotta get better interact.
Yeah, melee especially. Actually, anyone that's interrupting, really, you might want to kind of halt your rotation for a second if they haven't casted in a while, just to make sure that you catch that 1 second interrupt. Obviously, don't stand there for too long and don't do anything. But I mean, it's if it feels like they should be casting, then it should be coming soon.
Yeah, it's so fast you can miss it due to global cooldown. So.
Yep. That's all the trash, right?
Looks like it.
Okay. So this is going to take a bit of explaining, but I'm going to go over the big points first. Actually, the fight doesn't start until we start attacking the channelers. So why doesn't everyone come in here so you can see the room? Everyone come on in.
Please don't click on anybody.
Yeah, do not attack. Don't click. Don't do anything. Just come on in. Enjoy the view.
Before we get murked.
All right, so let's go over the big points first. So this fight's in 3 phases, but it's technically really like 2 phases. But so the first phase is these 5 channelers around the room have to die. And basically, as soon as they all die, or after 2 minutes, we start phase 2 in Magtherid, and he becomes like live. Like he doesn't do anything for the first 2 minutes of the fight. The channelers have basically the same abilities that you just saw. So they have the Shadow Bolt Volley, that's a 1 second cast, and then they have a Dark Mending, which is a heal, and those are 30-yard ranges. So it hits everybody in a 30-yard range. And so obviously the name of the game at the beginning of the fight is to kill him as fast as possible and interrupt all the Shadow Bolt volleys. If you miss a Dark Mending, it's not the end of the world. It just extends the phase a little bit. It extends their life, obviously. But if you miss a Shadow Bolt volley, that's substantial raid damage to the entire raid. So it's definite priority to interrupt Shadow Bolt Volley over the Dark Mending. And casters, you're going to have a much harder time getting that 1 second interrupt anyway. So I would just prioritize the Dark Mending, and then melee, you guys are prioritizing the Shadow Bolt Volley. So basically, the first part of the fight is I'm going to be tanking the first mob, okay, and then we're just going to burn him down. Fyrus is going to come over to the left side and tank 2 of the mobs over here. Fyrus can come over here if you want. He's going to be tanking these 2 over here, and then Barbarian is going to be over on this side, tanking over here, 2 mobs over here. And the catch is as soon as a mob dies, it buffs the other ones. So we're going to make sure that we kill one at a time, and it is as quickly as possible because we don't want the damage to increase for very long. Also during that phase, they drop infernals. So since we have 7 warlocks, it shouldn't be a problem. But basically, they will be banished and feared, and Ragonk is going to only be able to CC 2 of them. Once I'm done tanking, I'm going to pick up the rest, and we're going to see how many drop. It's usually between 4 and 6 infernals, depending on how fast the DPS goes through the summoner or the channelers. Okay. Other than that, really, it's a lot of raid damage if we don't get the interrupts off. And then if the infernals are running around killing people. Other than that, there shouldn't be that much damage going out other than the tanks. Phase 2 starts. We're going to go over more of that too. That's just the basic gist of phase 1. Phase 2, I'm going to tank over here. You guys see me? I'm behind the boss right now. This is where I'm going to be tanking Mag against the wall. So, and as you can see, this is quite a ways away from the center of the room. So healers, if you're still healing other people, if we still have channelers up and I have to move back here, like make sure that you understand where I'm going to be. So I'm going to be tanking way over here. Okay. The main mechanics of Mag are a Quake, which is a 7-second, basically you bounce around for 7 seconds, and you can't channel anything. So no castable spells. It's only instants or melee swings. So that happens for 7 seconds. So healers, you have to make sure you're rolling all the hots and stuff. It doesn't do any damage. It just interrupts all casts and stuff. Another thing that he'll do is he'll put pockets of fire on the ground. So if I'm fire and I'm right here, Airtight's dead. See, there he dies. Now Barbarian's dead. See, he's dead. Okay. So get out of the fire, obviously. That's a big one. And then the biggest mechanic of all in this entire fight that we'll talk mostly about now is Blast Nova. So he does a Blast Nova, and basically what it is he channels a spell, and if he gets it off, we all die. There's no recovering from it. You just die. That's what these cubes are for. So if you guys look around the room, there are cubes that these channelers are channeling from. So every 60 seconds, we need to have 5 people channel these all at the same time, and it'll stop that Blast Nova from going off. So we already have the groups lined up right now in the order or with the people that will be responsible for that. So group 1, Holy Proc, Bebe, Airtight, Skullcrack, and Fyrus are going to be the first people to click those the cubes. And then group 2, Lister, Hazy, Bra, Nox, and Jalthi, you're going to be the second ones. Falcor, Beastmaster, Crime, Andro, and Amma, and so on and so forth. Group 5, so my group isn't going to do it at all. We're all going to be alternates for people that might die. So, for example, say Bebe dies, that means that one of the people in group 5 is going to have to take her place and click for her. And everyone's going to have a specific cube that they always go to. I'm sorry, Bebe, you won't die. I'll die, and then we'll be fine. Okay, so with that being said, let's see, Amma, make sure I'm doing this right. Cube 1 is this one over here, right?
The channelers are marked. You could probably just use the marks on the channelers as what cube they are.
Yeah, so I want, let's see, Holy Proc, Lister, Falcor, and Awesome Bra to come over here. Holy Proc, Lister, Falcor, and Awesome Bra. Come over to where I'm jumping, where the moon is. This is the cube that you will go to. See that? So when we say go to the cube, group, whatever your group is, you'll come over here. You won't do anything yet. You'll just come over here and get ready to click. Okay. The next one is going to be, is this right? Airtight, Bra, Crime, and Hot.
Yes, that one.
Yeah. So Airtight, Barbarian, Crimering, and Hot Slosh come over here to where I am jumping. This is your guys' cube. So as soon as we call for, whatever your group is to go to your cube, this is your cube. Okay? Just go ahead and stay over there. Don't move. All right. Then we've got looks like Bebe, Helpy, Beastmaster, and Hazy. You're going to be over here. Bebe, Hazy Brew, Beastmaster, and Helpy right over here. This is your cube. When we call your group, you go to this cube. Stay there. This one is Sif, Amaranthia, Jalthi, and Phyrus. You're going to be on this one. Come on over. This is your cube. Phyrus and Amma, since this is as far away as the melee is going to be, you guys both have a sprint, so that's kind of why we put you on this one. And then last but not least, we've got Crab, Andro, Nox, and Skullcrack. You guys are on this guy. So come on over. And then Aradel, Zen, Oda, and Ragonk, you guys are basically going to stay pretty much in the middle of the room as long as you're in range of me. And you won't be responsible for clicking unless somebody dies. So Oda and Ragonk, you guys are responsible for subbing in for groups 1 and 2. So if you see somebody die in group 1 or 2, Ragonk, you're going to be first. You're going to be the first sub. So let's say Nox dies. Then you will have to click for Nox. And if a second person dies, Oda, you're going to be the second person that goes in and clicks for that person. And you will replace that person for the whole fight. And then Aradel and Zen, you guys are going to be subs. What? What's that?
It is just, so I would sub in and then it's just clicking the fucking cube or whatever during that.
Yeah, so you would click the cube if if you're replacing someone, then you would click when they would normally click. So for example, Oda, let's say Hazy died. Hazy dies, then we say, okay, Oda, you're clicking for Hazy. So then we say group 2, go to the cube.
Yeah, okay, I'm following.
Yep, you'd go to Hazy's cube and make sure you know which cube they're at, obviously. That's going to be the toughest, right? Because that will change. And we'll do our best to make sure we'll help you with that. And then Zen and Aradel, you're subs for groups 3 and 4. So if someone in group 3 or 4 dies, Aradel or Zenzadar, you're going to be first to sub for one of them. And then Aradel, you'll be second. Ideally, what is he doing? Okay. Ideally, I won't be clicking a cube at all, but I can also potentially click one if we need to. But that's just, he doesn't attack anybody during the channel of Blast Nova. So it's basically just go to the cube, make sure you're there. As soon as he starts casting, that's when we have to click. So how it's going to work is you're going to see a timer for Blast Nova. Okay, it's every 60 seconds. And what I'm going to say is group 1, go to your cube. And it's going to be with, maybe 10 or 15 seconds to go before he actually casts it. So you're not going to really do anything other than get there. So I'm going to say group 1, get to your cube. You go to your cube and you wait. And as soon as he starts casting, it's going to say McDerden starts casting Blast Nova. You right click the cube 1 time. And this is after he starts casting. I will tell you, click the cube. You'll right click it 1 time. And you won't do anything else until the channel is over. The biggest deal about this is that if you move or cast or do anything other than channel the cube, it'll break and will wipe. So, and that's every single cube and every single player. You can't do anything once you right click that cube. You can't click it twice. You can't move. You can't cast. So hunters, it's advised that you press escape so you're not auto-shotting while you do it. Anyone that has casting that happens, by default, you just want to press escape, wait for the click, and then right click it. Once it's over, then we rinse and repeat and we go back to DPSing the boss and everything. That happens every 60 seconds. And once you click a cube and you successfully channel it, you get a debuff that lasts for 3 minutes. And it says, it's called something exhaustion, nether exhaustion or something. But anyway, you can't cast it again. You can't channel another cube. So once you channel, you can't do it again for 3 minutes. So it's really important that you understand that you're not doing anything at all. You're waiting for the click. You right click 1 time and you channel it through. If you interrupt it in any way, or if he interrupts it in any way, it's a wipe. It's straight up a wipe. So
So that happens. A super quick test, just like people stand in the center of mag and do it like just a quick one through every group.
Yeah, we're gonna do that after I'll explain the rest of the fight, and then we'll do a couple of the little movements. Yeah, but yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so that happens. So Quake. So the interrupting like jumpy Quake thing happens every 50 seconds. The channel happens every 60 seconds. And And then once he gets to 30%, he starts to drop rocks from the ceiling. And this is exactly the same as Gruul. So it's not exactly the same, but basically there's little ground things that pop up on the ground, or like little rumbles or rocks or whatever, and you just have to avoid them. It's just like the fire. You just have to avoid stuff that's on the ground. Melee, just so you're aware, if he does a quake and you end up in front of him, he does a cleave and you'll die. So you want to make sure that you're positioned in such a way that if you end up in front of the boss, like you don't ever want to be in front of him. He'll cleave you and die. Other than that, ranged is going to stay spread out for most of the fight, and melee, you guys pick, whichever side you want to be on based on which cube you're going to click. So if your cube is over on square over here, you should be DPSing him from this side. And if your cube is the square or the moon over here, then you DPS him from this side. But again, you don't want to be in front of him at all. Yeah, they're not like Gruul. Yeah, it's basically just like avoiding something on the ground. It's the same basic thing as like staying out of the fire. You'll see them on the ground and you don't want to be in them. And they kill you really quick. So it's a lot of damage. So other than that, other than basically everything being extremely important, it's pretty simple. So why don't I have everybody come in on the circle right now, every single person in the raid, and we're just gonna practice getting to our cubes. And go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just making a joke.
Okay.
So Coco, me, and Ragonk. Ragonk is number 1. I am number 2. Substitutes for group 1 and 2. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. So if anyone in groups 1 or 2 dies, Ragonk
Yeah.
first to fill, you second to fill. Yeah.
And then call it out quickly and efficiently on know your group number. So like if I die, I can say Barbarian Group 2 died, so that the people who are substitutes know who they are covering for. So make sure you know, like, don't just say like, oh, I died. Say your name and say what group you're in, so that the people know who to sub for.
Yeah, so you also have to say which shape you're gonna go to, right? So if Barbarian dies and he's on which one are you on?
Square.
All right, so Barbarian's gonna say Barbarian died, group whatever, group 2, and square cube.
Which won't be marked square once the fight starts. So I mean, it'll be just left of the boss cube.
I might have missed it, but is there an order in which we click? Like, I understand the groups are running there, but if 4 people are running to the cube, are we all clicking at the same time to make sure one of us gets it off?
So I will call out the click. So I'm gonna say get to your cube. Everyone's gonna run to your cube, and then I will tell everyone when to click.
And it's just one group at a time. So
yeah, so it's
one person at each cube, basically.
Yeah, so right now we're going to call it out. So basically it's going to say group 1. I'm going to say group 1, go to your cube. So this is Holy Proc, Bebe, Airtight, Skullcrack, and Virus. You're going to your cube right now, and you're waiting for the call. Make sure we've got all those people going to their cubes. Who's going to Moon?
Come on.
Holy Proc. Yep. So I say go to your cube. All 5 of you are standing there waiting for the click. And then please don't click right now, but I will say click your cube. And as soon as I say that, you right click once and that's it. You don't do anything else. You take your hands off your keyboard.
Don't move.
You just right click it. You don't move. You don't cast. You just right click and that's it. Okay.
Okay. And just another thing I know to note: make sure you are come to a full stop. Stop for 2 seconds and then click.
Yeah. So in my opinion, if you're a DPS or a healer at all, you should press escape. Like you get to your cube, you get within range, you press escape, you stand there, and then you wait for the click.
Just another tip. Look at where you're at and treat it like a clock. 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 11 o'clock. Because in the middle of the fight, if somebody says go to square, that's really 11 o'clock.
Yeah, because those marks aren't going to be there anymore, right? So that's a good point. But just know, do anything you can to make sure people know where they're going. And we're gonna do the rest of the group. So now I'm gonna say group 2, go to your cubes. So that's Lister, Hazy, Bra, Nox, and Jalthi.
Group 1 can collapse back.
Yeah, group 1, you can come back. Sorry. Okay, so then you guys are waiting there. You press escape. You don't move. You're in range. And then when I say click your cube, you just right click once, and that's all you do. You don't move. You don't do anything. Just make sure you're in range of the cube. Otherwise, it could be troublesome. Okay, you guys can come back in. Group 3, go to your cubes.
And you don't want to just stand by your cube the whole time, because if the ceiling collapses, then it'll screw it up.
Yeah, so you want to be out of like damage. Like, so you don't want to be standing in the fire just because you're at the cube. But if you start channeling, you can't move. So once you right click that cube, that's it. Like, you have to stand there. Even if it means you die, like based on the mechanics, like we want to make sure we're doing this right. Okay, so group 3, do I see 5 people there? Yes. Yes. Okay, you guys can come back in. Group 4, go to your cube. Okay. So then once you guys are there, I'll say, please click your cube. And then you do, I probably won't say please because I'll be tanking, but say click your cube. And if I mess up the call or something, just know that you can't click it until after he starts casting. It's going to say Magtheridon starts casting Blast Nova. You right click one time and that's it. Yeah. Under no circumstances should a clicker not cancel their channel. Okay. So now we're going to do, so everyone come on back in. Come on back. And just understand, guys, that all the stuff that we're doing right now happens in phase 2. Phase 1 is just killing the channelers. Mag doesn't do anything. So we don't do any of this stuff until phase 2. Okay, so now I'm going to say group 1 go, but Skullcrack died. So Skullcrack is dead. Group 1, go to your cube. Skullcrack died. That means Ragonk has to go where Skull normally would go, which should be this one on the right there, triangle. Yeah.
Oh, he's there. He's a pro.
Okay, everyone go back into the middle. Group 2, go to your cube, but Barbarian died.
Oh, son of a bitch.
So Oda is going to where Barbarian would go, which would have been square.
I'm getting my totem distance set here for a sec.
Yep, that's fine. Just know you would be coming over here.
Yeah, I see where he went. Square.
I'm going to be like right up against this wall. So right now I'm as far away as I can be.
All right, I'm good.
Okay. So in phase 2 and 3, it really is just rinse and repeat. We have to channel the cubes and we have to avoid raid damage on the ground. That's basically everything. Lots of healing, obviously, raid healing, especially with the fire and the rocks and stuff. Okay, but phase 1 is kill the ads as fast as possible, interrupt all the Shadow Bolt volleys that we can, and make sure that none of the tanks die and none of the healers die. And obviously, if we go into phase 2 and we have like 7 people dead, it's basically a guaranteed wipe because we don't have enough clickers. So just understand that the phase 1 is really, really important that we get through it without anybody dying.
And a quick note, phase 3 happens at 30%, and that's when he will like collapse the ceiling and everyone takes like half damage. So if we're at like 33% and he had just recently cast a Blast Nova, we'll probably call for stop DPS so we can get through one more click of channels, or of the Blast Nova, and then push him to 30% so he goes over. So just be aware of that call, because we don't want those things to happen at the same time, because it'll stun us too. So
yeah, he does a big raid wide stun, so everyone takes damage there as well. Okay, Skull, can you come over to X, please? Skullcrack. That was confusing, Skull to X. But yeah, Skullcrack here. Okay, Lister, come to square. Amaranthia, come to Moon. And Awesome Bra, come to Triangle. So you 4 melee are dedicated to these mobs for the entirety of phase 1. So since you all have a melee interruptibility that has a fairly short cooldown, the only thing you're interrupting is Shadow Bolt Volley. You're not worried about Dark Mending. You're only interrupting Shadow Bolt Volley, and at all costs. Okay, so you're dedicated to those mobs the entire fight. You're not going to untarget them for any reason. Your only job is to interrupt Shadow Bolt Volley.
Coco, quick question.
Yep.
So these channelers, I'm sorry if you said this earlier. I finally fixed the disc for Gruul with the headset, but are the channelers that we're fighting them where they are?
No. So the first one, yes. So this one's going to be right where he stands, basically, this skull right here. And then X and Square are going to be tanked by Fyrus right next to each other. So he's going to tank both of them right over here.
Right there.
Yep. And then right across the room the other way, Brawbarian's going to tank Triangle and Moon next to each other over there.
Okay, where do you want Tremor?
So Tremors, yeah, so for you, since you're in my group, you're going to be tremoring with me. And then Crime and Airtight will be tremoring at the other groups. So like Crime, you can do it over here next to Fierce. And then Airtight, if you could throw a tremor totem down here over next to Bra. And you can leave it there, right? Like you can come over and DPS after you drop that, right?
Yeah, it's got a 2 minute on it.
Okay, yeah. So and the kill order is going to be Skull goes down first. Then we're gonna DPS. You're gonna come over here and kill X, and then you're gonna come all the way across and kill Triangle. After that happens, you're gonna continue to kill Moon and then Square. The reason for this is that I have to get ready to tank Mag, so I'm not going to actually be there with you for the rest of those tanking things, but the other tanks are going to have them, and we just have to kill all 5 of them before you guys can go to the boss anyway. So we're going to do one solo right here with me, then we're going to go kill X, then we're going to come across the room and kill Triangle, and then we're going to stay there and kill Moon, and then we're going to come over and kill Square last. And another thing for that, yeah, so we'll do drums and hero at the start. After we get some, basically after Skull goes down, we can do hero and drums on the other ones. But the main thing here, guys, is killing the channelers as fast as possible, making sure that we're interrupting Shadow Bolt Volley, and doing our best to not let anybody die before phase 2. Other than all that stuff and making sure that everything's perfect, this should go fairly well.
Paladins, if you can spare the GCD, you can fear the Infernals.
Let's rebuff stack in the middle.
Yep, everyone come into the middle. Let's rebuff. Also, another thing to keep in mind, so as the Infernals drop, Warriors and Priests, if you can throw an AoE Fear out, if you see a mob running around, just throw your AoE Fear out, like get it out of the raid. We're not going to have enough CC just by the nature of our comp to keep all of them locked down. I'm going to do my best to run around and try and taunt some of those Infernals off, but I don't know the incoming damage from them other than their aura, which is like 700 damage per second or something. But I don't know how hard they hit like melee wise, so I'm just going to do my best to try and pick them up after my tank target's down.
I'll keep an eye out too, and if I see one running for a healer, I'll taunt it back to me.
Yeah, I don't know what the damage is like, but I just do know that we're going to have too many for Ragonk to CC them all. So, and I don't want to focus any time on them. I'd rather just kill the channelers. So, and the Infernals are on a 60-second timer anyway, so they despawn after 60 seconds regardless.
2 super quick notes. One, because we will be like Fyrus and I will be positioning it first. So healers, be ready for Skull, Lister, Awesome, and Amma to take some damage at first. And the second thing for people, I've gotten about 4 or 5 people asking, the group setups are just to make the channel clicking easier. Once we have once this is more routine, we will have the group set up more like Mag, where they're more like ideal comp-wise and stuff for balance. Just for right now, it's about learning and ease sake, but once we get it, just so everybody knows.
Yeah, and understand that a lot of thought went into the way we're going to do this for progression, and know that it's going to be different for when it's on farm. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, this is all for ease of execution, and obviously the comp, like if we had 3 or 4 warlocks, it would be much different than if we only have 1. So another thing, yeah, so someone asked misdirect. Yeah, so Helpy is going to be misdirecting Square. Falcor just said it, to Fyrus, and then Beast, you're going to misdirect Moon to Barbarian. And DPS, you're not worried about any of that. All we care about is burning Skull as fast as possible as soon as I have threat, and then burning X as fast as possible, and then Triangle, and then Moon, and then Square. Once you guys see this fight and see how much damage goes out, you will quickly realize that interrupts are number 1, and killing them as fast as possible is number 2. Melee, do your absolute best job just to really focus on the Shadowbolt volley. If we don't get any Shadowbolt volleys, phase 1 will be very manageable. If we get 1 or 2, it's pretty much going to be a wipe. Like, they do a substantial amount of damage. So other than that, let's do a ready check and see how this goes. Healers, if I were you, I would do my best to centralize yourself so that you can heal as many people in the raid as you can. But obviously we're focusing on, keeping the tanks alive and things like that. So
Just don't be standing underneath Mag when he comes live or you'll get slapped.
But how slap?
Tanks, make sure you don't have salve on.
Are Mr. X ready?
Yeah, so let's position the melee properly. So Amma and Awesome Bra are over here. And you don't have to be right next to the mob because we're going to bring them over. And then Skull and Lister are on this other side over here. You guys are already over there. Okay. Okay. Other than that, let's give this a whirl. Again, the big points. And ranged mages and shamans, this is for you too. Interrupt everything that you can. But number 1 is a Shadowbolt volley. If we don't get a Shadowbolt volley, we'll have a lot of success. If we get a couple, it's not going to be fun. Okay. And then after 2 minutes, Mag spawns. I will be tanking, and I'll tell you that, and we'll make sure that healers make sure you're in range of me against the back wall. Okay. I'm going to put a timer up, and we will start. And the fight doesn't start until I start attacking this skull. So just be, anyone that's DPSing the skull, you can be right here next to me waiting, but just don't pull threat off me. Extra long timer here to get ready.
So you want Hero to go out after Skull dies?
After Skull dies, let's Hero on X.
5, 4, 3.
Incoming, guys. There's a Abyssal right next to us, Rigon. On Skull.
Yeah, I got feared and then they cast Shadowbolt Volley, so I wasn't able to interrupt.
Do we have a tongues on this guy?
Yeah, let's try and...
Already on.
Thank you.
Everyone on X. Hero on X. I'm going to try and get the Abyssal guy. Make sure that X goes down, get all the Shadow Boys. And if a volley goes off on the other side of the room, Awesome Bra, it's not as big of a deal because it's only within 30 yards.
Well, Awesome Bra is dead. So is Barbarian.
Just lost Bay.
Where's the triangle?
Tank's down on that side.
I'm about to die. Yep. If you can get to the gate, I think we can clean this up if you get to the gate.
Define clean this up. I mean,
like
raid protection.
Yeah.
I got reincarnate up. I'm sure Crime and Airtight do too.
I gave Crime a battle res.
Don't waste reincarnates.
Okay, yeah, I see that DI. All right.
Yeah, yep. Don't waste any of the cooldowns.
I won't.
He's gonna sell stuff.
Yeah, so really quick, guys. So, Awesome Bra, you were saying the Shadow Bolt volley went off. That will only affect people within 30 yards. So it shouldn't really affect the raid other than the people, right next to you. But it is a lot of damage. So
Do these channelers all reset non aggro again? Like
they should, yeah. The whole thing
Oh
resets.
yeah, I see it. All right, cool.
So how did we lose our tank on that side? Do we know? Was it just a volley or?
I honestly don't know. I'm looking at my logs. They hit for like 3,500 to 4,000 per melee swing. There was no crush or crit that happened. It was just steady, like 3,500 damage, 3,500 damage, 4,000 damage, with being blocked each time.
Yeah, let's make sure that. Why don't we dedicate in phase 1? Let's have Bebe and Crab kind of hang within range of Barbarian. Don't get too close because you're going to take Shadow Bolt volley, but at least enough to heal him. And then Aradel and Sif are going to be on the raid, and then the 2 shamans will be, or no, Crime and who else would it be? Am I missing someone?
Zen?
Crime and Zen are going to be on me. And I won't really need any healing after the first mob because I'm not tanking anything at that point. So you guys can switch off unless I start tanking Infernals, which I kind of did at the end there.
How were the Infernals, Coco?
Well, I mean, by the end, I think we had 4 or 5, and once I had a couple of them, it was overwhelming.
What's the swings that each one of them does on you though?
Let's see, Burning Abyssal melee swing for anywhere between 1,500 and 2,200.
That's not too bad.
Nope. And I
But
took
with 4, that's a lot.
Yeah, I took a Fire Blast. I took Shadow Bolt volley at the end. Yeah, the Fire Blast is the AoE damage that's like between 700 and 900, or 700 and 1,000.
So, the one thing I don't remember, where do they go? Like, do they despawn?
It's random. Yeah, so after 60 seconds, they automatically despawn, yes.
Because I think you'll get squashed by mag if you have too many on you.
Well, yeah, as soon as mag's up, I can't have anything else on me. Like, that's obviously ideal, but we don't have the CC for them. So if we can continue to fear them and people can AoE fear them, then that's the only way. But I mean, I picked up 1 and 1 was fine, 2 was okay, and then but at that point I was taking damage from a lot of other stuff.
So after 2 channelers, Bra got squished. Should we take one of his channelers down before X? So he doesn't have 2? Because since they get buffed for everyone that dies.
Well, Fierce was getting hit pretty hard too with the 2, so I don't know if that'll make too much of a difference.
That's why I'm saying maybe we should tackle the ones that have 2 first instead of the one back here by himself.
Got to clear Coco first, so I mean, Cloco's got to be.
Hey, you guys, just I appreciate all the feedback, but this is not going to help anyone figure this fight out. Like, we need to keep a consistent pattern here. Like, that was 1 attempt. We're not going to reinvent the wheel every pull. Just let's try it again. We'll continue to do this. It's not going to be a big deal. If we run into a wall where it's physically impossible, then we're not going to sit here and wipe for 2 hours. Like, just let's try and trust the way that we're setting it up, and we will be fine. Don't worry about anything else. Just do your jobs. We'll try it a couple more times, and then we'll make some adjustments. Yeah, can we, let's see. What was this one over here? Is triangle?
Yeah, I marked mine. I couldn't remember the other.
Yeah, square is that last one in the corner. Okay. So let's figure out this time, Bra, if you guys have heavy incoming damage, let's figure that out. We've got some dedicated healers this time. Let's make sure you guys are up. And To be frank, healers, I don't take a bunch of damage in phase 1. So if you're on me, and just trust me, like I would rather the other tanks survive, because I'm really not taking that much. I'm only tanking, in essence, I'm only tanking 1 mob if we do this properly. So. Let's make sure we get that. Did we get that tremor totem? Was that not close enough over here for you guys?
So
I got feared. Osterbrow got feared from Triangle, and I used a Shadow Bolt. So yeah, I was not. No
totems
tremor.
only work for the group. You don't have a shaman in your group.
That is correct. All shaman buffs are party only.
Okay, then we need to put a fear ward on Ostenbra if we can. Or, I mean, you can. Can you get out of that with the Berserker Rage or no?
Yeah, I'll save it so I can use it to pop out of fear.
Yeah, I know some fears it doesn't work and some it does. So.
I'll try it this time.
Okay. All right, so let's give this another try. So again, we're burning Skull, we're burning X, burning Triangle, burning Moon, and then burning Square. I will try my best to manage the Infernals in the middle. Obviously, Ragonk is going to try and banish and fear. Priests and Warriors, if you're ever next to one, just AoE fear it to whatever you got to do, or slow it down in any way. And then I'll make sure that I'm tanking. I'll try and get them off the healers at the very least. Yeah, Pally Fear can work as well. Other than that, I'm trying to think of any other adjustments we can make. I think we're okay. Yeah, and the mobs are going down fairly quickly, so as long as we keep the raid damage down, like I think this will be okay. All right, tanks, make sure you don't have salve. I will put a timer up. Short pull.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just got blown up. Wow.
All right, we have to reset this.
Yeah, it's already a reset.
Reset it. Everyone just come to the gate. Come to the gate.
I got crap.
What killed you guys? Is it a volley?
No, I got hard by him. They crushed me.
Oh, you just got clapped?
6.6. That happened
Jeez.
times, yeah. It's pretty rough tanking 2 of them.
Yeah, well, it's not ideal. Like you'd have 5 tanks, but
Why don't we mess if we need to? Fires, I saw that death. That was kind of brutal.
Yeah, you went down fast.
We can misdirect crossways, give everybody like 10 extra seconds.
I don't know, that adds a whole. That's adding a lot to the mechanic, though.
I think what I want to do is I actually want to try switching the tanks a little bit. So give me 1 second.
I mean, yeah, Coco, you probably have the best mitt, no?
Yeah, I should be tanking too.
You should be doing the duos.
So how about me and Fyrus switch roll?
Are we 3? We only have 3 tanks. Are we 4?
We have 5 in the guild, but 2 are DPS right now for 20.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. Right now we're running with 3.
Right now in the raid, yes. So not only is this going to be hopefully a little bit easier on the healers, but also Fyrus, your snap threat's a little bit better. But also if you get the boss, it's not that bad. Like, I think your damage incoming from mag won't be that bad as well.
So do I go and try to pick him up and just hold him?
Yeah, well, so if both of my ads are down before he pops, I'll get him. But if not, then you'll get mag.
Well, so as Coco, you're taking 2, Fyrus is taking 1. Are we killing both of Virus's or both of Coco's first, and then
Nope.
Virus?
It's same kill order. I'm just gonna have 2 mobs instead.
Could always
so then if
swap
you
out then,
kill...
right?
Okay.
Sorry, what's that? Virus, what'd you say?
Like, just swap, go grab your other mob, you know?
Yeah, so you're grabbing Skull this time. I'm grabbing X and Square. And then basically what we'll do actually... So Virus, once X goes down, you can take Square, and then I'll pop off and I'll go back into the raid.
All right.
We should have, 3 channelers should be dead by the time Mag is res. So ideally we just have Virus on 1 and me on 1 are the last 2 that are up.
Yep. Yeah, the biggest problem is that if we kill the both, like, so people are asking me, like, why don't we kill both of these? Well, if we kill both of these right away, then Barbarian is sitting there with 2 fully buffed ads and he'll die. Like, there's no way for him to survive that. So
When you kill them, they get stronger.
Yeah, there's a reason why we're doing it in the order we're doing it. So let's just keep trying it. We'll switch the tank assignments here and see if this helps.
Coco, it's fine to be cleaving though, right? Just as long as that other one doesn't die.
As long as you don't pull aggro, we can bring them all down to 1% if we wanted to. Doesn't matter. But yeah, it won't die. I mean, these things are pretty hefty. So.
Yeah, they 325k HP. $365.
Yeah, they just have a lot of health and they do a boatload of damage.
Should I be saving my buffs then for like the food buff or something? No, the food buff you have to do before, but I mean, never mind.
I wouldn't say anything because this is the
Let's roll.
All right, just waiting on a couple here. Aerodel.
Yeah, Skull. As soon as I started talking, I was like, yeah, that's a stupid thing. I realized.
Okay, so let's try this again. I'm going to be on X and Square. Virus is going to be on Skull. Brawl, you're going to be on Triangle and Moon. And then healers just pumping into the tanks as much as you can. The raid technically shouldn't be taking a bunch of damage if we get the interrupts off. That's the main thing. Also, since we don't have me on the Skull, ranged interrupt, make sure you guys are really keen on that Skull casting Shadow Bolt Volley. If Skull, X, or Square cast Shadow Bolt Volley, everyone takes damage. If the other 2 don't. And also, by the way, if we're spread out like this right now, everyone's going to be taking damage at some point. But if ranged and DPS kind of stack over on this side, besides the healers for Barbarian, then you won't take Shadow Bolt Volley from Triangle or Moon. So as long as you're outside of that 30-yard range, you won't be taking that damage. All right, everyone was ready. Let's put a pull timer up. Virus, you good?
Yep.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Looks like 2 Infernals just dropped.
Oh, Shadow Bolt Volley just went on.
At any point, if you want to taunt one of these, Virus, I would be taking half as much damage.
Should I move it away or just keep it there?
I would keep it. I mean, we got Infernals right here too.
I had an infernal on me as well.
I mean, we got 2 over here.
We just took back-to-back shadow bolts, guys.
Oh, it's dead.
Yeah, we've got a lot of people dead, so it's gonna happen.
I pretty much spent that entire second part of that just trying to keep abyssals off the helix.
Yeah, there's
Okay,
just way
so-
too many infernals.
I'm not gonna interrupt Dark Mending anymore.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, if you
earlier, but I thought we would have enough to interrupt both, but we don't.
Yep, and that's all right. I mean, it's all learning, right? We learn that the Dark Mending sucks, but we learn that Shadow Bolt Volley is a wiper. Like,
He
it's
always
just,
does it right after.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry if you were talking about that earlier. I missed it completely.
That's all good. Yeah, number 1 priority is Shadow Bolt Volley. Like, that is just a brutal.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
We had like 3 or 4 get off before we had deaths. Do I need to reincarnate?
We have just a hunter and a.
I don't see a Reser alive.
Let's just run. Don't waste it.
Yeah, it's a very short.
Emma, I should have brought my lock boxes, man. We have time.
Emma, I think I have like 14 lockboxes. I'm gonna need your services after the trade.
You can always put them in the mail too. I can just unlock them and mail them back.
Emma does a great job at that.
Fair.
Did they ever fix the bug where they go back locked again?
And you have to pay the 30 copper fee for per lockbox, and that racks up a bill, man. I mean, 30 copper 30 copper back. You're already at 60 copper per box. I don't know. That fee seems a little steep for me.
Oda, I got a res coming your way.
Let's get everyone back in here, get some buffs and some health stones if you need it. I actually used mine, so pretty proud of myself.
You get a gold star.
Soul Well's on the right side of the entryway.
Solwell's raid wide, right?
Yeah, it should be. I think so. I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm pretty sure.
You're on.
Yeah, because food is too. Where's Henry with my food buffs?
So what I want to do this time is Fyrus, after Skull goes down, I actually want you to go over to Barbarian's area, and I want the rest. Actually, let me think about this. After the second ad goes down, I want you to go over to where Barbarian is, and we're gonna burn the 2 that I'm on, and so that you can taunt one of those off of him when they get big.
Okay.
So since we're all coming over there and we can cleave, I think it's going to be a little bit wiser for us to get them down quicker. So we'll do Skull first, and then X and Square together, and then Moon and Triangle.
Rebuffs going out.
Yeah, they should be, right?
Yeah, I'll do another ready check and make sure everyone's got buffs. Melee, can we confirm that you're able to get all the Shadow Bolt volleys on one target? Is it enough time in between each cast?
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I was gonna say, Coco, I still like the idea of the casters trying to do the mending, because melee,
Yeah.
there's 20 seconds between volleys, like. But
Okay.
if you screw up and interrupt a mending as a melee, you'll miss the volley. So
Okay. Yep. So, and that's kind of what I was describing at the beginning of the explanation. So, shamans and mages, all you care about is dark mending. That's the only thing you're interrupting. You don't worry about Shadow Bolt volley, and really don't worry about it unless it's a mob that we're killing. Like, so Skull, X, and Square are going to be the ones that are healing each other. It should be far enough to where Moon and Triangle are only healing each other. So at the very worst, we're going to come over here to 2 full health mobs. But if we get the ones that we're killing healing each other, it's just going to extend the fight. Okay. Everyone's ready. I'm going to put a timer up. Fyrus, you're on Skull. I'm on X and Square. X and Square are going down together. So DPS, we're pumping on X and Square as soon as you guys get over here. And then Fyrus, as soon as one of these goes down or as soon as they get low, head over and help out with the big mobs at the end.
Wait, so you want me to go taunt off you, then go head over to Barbarian and taunt off him after?
Yeah, so basically, I'm assuming one of these is going to go down faster than the other. So as soon as one of them die, or even if they both die, like, you're going to go over and help Bra, and I'm going to get ready for Mag.
All right. Well, hero on X, right?
Yeah, we're doing hero on X and Square, yeah. Okay, incoming, guys. Wait for the pull.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ammon's down. His target won't have an interrupt.
It's all right. Let's just focus on these two over here, guys.
What's the target?
X and Skull are the targets. I mean X and Square.
I mean Ammon's interrupt.
Moon.
Babies.
Finish X. Finish X.
Barbarian's down.
And then Fyrus go. Yeah, and I have a funny feeling that's going to be Infernal's doing a lot of that.
Yeah, I had 3 on me at the end.
What got me? I had two of them though.
Yeah,
Do Infernals have a regular aggro table?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay, and are they walking over your consecrate and sticking on you?
If they are near me, yes.
Do you need somebody to be shooting them and dragging their asses away from you?
Well, the problem is that there's just too many. It's in a typical raid comp, you're looking at 4 or 5 warlocks. So, you're banishing and fearing 8 targets.
Yep.
It's not, they shouldn't even be hitting anybody, but of course we just don't have that. Yeah, someone ank and let's get some.
No, Bebe.
We have Bebe with Soulstone.
Okay, yep, Bebe's up.
And yeah, to your point, that it's really hard to do any of these raids with one warlock, one of the top DPS classes. This raid in particular is very hard with one warlock.
Yeah, I mean we're just it's the state of where we're at. Like we just
it's good attempts. We're getting used to it. We're getting some experience.
Yeah, I mean that was much better than the one before. So they keep getting better. So it's fine.
Curse of Tongues only lasts 30 seconds, and that's more important than banishing, I believe. But I'm getting it off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the issue is it's hard to judge what's more important because there's only one, and none of those guides that you're reading are accounting for only having one in your raid. So it's
Fuck, man.
What in the world?
Please don't murder people. I'm also concerned by the silence of Discord right now.
I don't know what just happened. What just happened?
Seems like a quarter of the people don't care. The other quarter know the sound effects of Hollywood, and half are just confused.
Is that the campy Punisher movie in the background? Like I'm trying to combine all the sounds I'm hearing.
Oh my god, are you hearing me?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we heard your gentry, we heard your opera, we heard your murder.
Was I right? Was it the campy Punisher movie?
You are correct.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, I was about to be like, Oda, what the fuck's going on with your playlist tonight, buddy?
Yeah, no, my bad. I didn't realize you guys could hear that.
No, I was trying to put together opera and screaming and random noises, and I was like, I know that movie.
The fact that it's a movie makes so much more sense now.
It does.
Well, there's like 7 movies with that particular opera theme in the background of a like really silly fight scene, but only a couple of those end up in people screaming bloody murder Hollywood style.
Okay, guys, let's get some buffs out. Let's get one more attempt on the new our new strat, and then we do have one other thing that we want to try maybe a few times, and then we'll look at kind of what we're gonna do for the rest of this time. So for this attempt, Fyrus, I want you to go straight over to Bra.
All right.
And then I'll just hold X and square, and whatever comes over there, I guess.
Okay.
That is true, because then he can also help manage, like we can split the Infernals or Fear, and then since the whole group is going to be with you, then everyone else can focus on whatever the Infernals are doing on that other side of the room.
Yeah,
The
so
reason I'm dying is having 3 Infernals on me at the same time.
yeah, so what I want to do also DPS, be ready for the call, but if we get like 2 Infernals over by X and square, I want to see how quickly they go down. I didn't notice their health pool, but I want to see if we can kill one. I'm pretty sure it's not a good investment of time because I think their health pools are pretty large, but we'll just see what happens. Like they don't drop in the same place every time, so it's not really something we can predict. But I do want Fyrus to go over and help Bra's side though as well. So
Pick up when you do. Pick up Moon.
Okay.
all right, just waiting on Awesome Bra. Probably peeing.
I was not peeing.
Squirrel
Thank you very
blast.
much.
I can hear Bebe in the background.
Yeah, that was great.
Isn't my wife just the sweetest thing? Listen to this shit.
Okay, so everyone's ready. We'll put a timer up.
She
Fyrus's
hates me.
target's going to go down. He's going to go help Bra. All the DPS are going to come over here and kill Square and X. And then we will see where we're at in the fight. If Infernals come over here, obviously Falcor, you're looking at helping in the middle there. And then if they come over here, we'll try and maybe kill one. I have to see their health pools first to make that call, though.
Let's do it.
Long pull timer here. Just be ready for it.
Five, four, three,
Here we go, guys.
2, 1.
The Abyssals have 2 million health.
Yeah, I had a feeling they were way too big. Yep, just fear them. Coco's down. Yeah, just get back to the door. That's fine. Yeah, I was pretty sure I think I was talking to Amba before, and I thought I saw someone in a video, and they had like 2 million.
I mean, I can switch to swoop block. It'd bring in more fear and utility, but we'd lose a bit of DPS.
I don't know if it's worth it right now.
Yeah, since it's already.
Yeah, we can talk about, because we're going to be back here in 2 days. We can strategize a little bit about. Hopefully we get 1 or 2 extra locks. We can come in with like the 5 tank strategy. We just didn't want to make severe shifts just while we were here and waste 20 minutes on making adjustments. But we'll definitely be looking at that more closely for Wednesday, so we can come in with adjusted strategies and composition that'll help.
Yeah, and just so everyone's aware, like there really is a ceiling of how doable the fight is with the comp that we have, right? I mean, there's really only so much you can do if you don't have the right utilities for a fight. So what we're doing right now is making sure we understand what the fight looks like, what the mechanics are, Obviously, getting to phase 2 would really help a ton because that's another huge part of the fight. But again, it's just the way that it goes sometimes, and it's there's not much you can do.
Genuinely though, with the comp we have, I mean, from what I'm seeing, people are handling mechanics extremely well. So it really is a lot of it is just it is a comp issue pretty severely. Things are getting feared, things are getting stopped, things are getting stunned, ads are being picked up quickly, heals are doing well, output is strong for DPS, tanks are doing their jobs. Like nobody is not executing, so that's also nice to see, even from just a mechanics standpoint, that everybody is doing exactly what they should be. So it'll be easier to kind of fine tune that for Wednesday.
So one thing I want to point out, and they're talking about it in chat. So if the Infernals are able to be slowed, I don't think they are, but if they are, we can try a kite strat. That would require like basically both hunters just kiting all of them, which is crazy. But frost traps and things like that, improved blizzard maybe. I just don't know if those mechanics work on them because we haven't tried them.
Earthbind rarely works in raid zones.
Yeah, so I would say hunters, if you want to do a little bit of like experimentation on the next couple or two, that wouldn't hurt. But again, I just don't think it's going to work that way. So I don't know for sure, but I'm fairly certain that the only real way to deal with those is with fear and with banish.
Yeah, every video I've seen has included the fears and banish. I mean, I've never seen a 1 warlock and 3 tank pull before, to be honest. This is interesting.
Are the Infernals ending up on the tanks every time?
No.
No.
They spawn
random
in
spawn.
Yeah, they spawn in random places, and if the tanks are near them, we pick them up. But if we're not, they're just running around.
That's what I mean. Like, how do I put this? Like, so when Barbarian is getting too many Infernals on him, we could just have 2 people over there, like a priest and Ragonk, just alternating fear bombs there, right? But if
Or do you want like me too to just go full-time heal on Brock since he is
No, it's not really. I don't want to change our approach to the fight simply because we're at a disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, if we're looking at this objectively, it's really low probability that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so but I do want to try one more thing. This is kind of, I think this is kind of a Hail Mary, but we're going to try stacking the mobs this time and just cleaving everything down. Basically, we're going to treat this like the Hounds in MC, where we still have dedicated interrupt targets, but we're doing as much damage to them as possible.
With 3, even for that, we only have 3 AoE.
Oda, turn the movie down.
Yeah, I understand that these are not conventional. I get it. I understand everyone has an opinion. I understand that this raid comp isn't exactly ideal. All we need to do is just try a few things, see if they work or not, and then move on. Like that, there's no harm in trying some new things. I'm looking at this with a very logical thought process. Like, I know this is a hard fight for this comp. I know we need more warlocks, and it'd be nice to have 5 tanks. I get it. This is not my first time. So just understand that this is all experimentation. We're trying to figure out what we find the most success with the group that we have. As soon as we figure those things out, we'll be fine. All right, I'm going to do a ready check, make sure all the buffs are out, make sure you tell us if you need anything, and then what we'll do this time is I'm going to go pick up X. Oh, we need to mark these. I'm going to go pick up X, and we're going to misdirect Square, and we're going to misdirect Moon, and Bra's going to pick up Triangle, and all the DPS are going to start on Skull. So we're not going to change that. You're still starting on Skull. We're still trying to blow them up. And then once all the mobs are close together, dedicated interrupters are still doing that. We're still interrupting Dark Mending when we can, and we're just trying to blow them up as fast as possible. Now, understand that this strat is all in or all out, right? If we let the cast go off and every raid member is in range, we're all going to die. So there's a reason why we like to spread these things out. But with this comp and this type of DPS and being kind of melee heavy, Who knows what'll happen? Maybe this will be more successful. Maybe it's complete waste of time. But another thing that will happen is we can maybe centralize the infernals a little bit more so that maybe they're more under control. They're going to be doing AoE DPS to everybody, but who knows? All I know is that we want to try everything that we can to figure out what's going to work the best for us right now. And then obviously, we'd like to get some more locks in here. We'd like to have more tanks in here. So we already know those things. So don't worry about it.
Ragon, try Shadow Fury, would you? When they're all together.
What? I don't have Shadow Fury.
What?
That's destruction, brother.
All right, one more. We're gonna do one more.
I can seed them.
So DPS again. I want this to be really clear. You're gonna start on X. Do everything you can to kill X as fast as you can. Then I'm gonna take X and square. I'm gonna bring them over. We're gonna do our best to make sure that we're all kind of clumped up. Bra, you're gonna pick up triangle, misdirect from the moon, bring them over. We're gonna put them like right here. Everything's gonna be like right here. Okay. And then as soon as everything's bunched up, tanks, do your best to get threat on everything. And then DPS, get as much damage on all of them as you can while interrupting. Jalthi was AFK for that ready check. Otherwise, we're good.
And if you're not reading Raid Chat, he said we're gonna blow up X. We're gonna blow up Skull.
Oh, sorry. Skulls first. My bad.
While they're gathering everything up, we're gonna blow up this Skull, just like we've been doing. Nothing changes there.
Yeah, the beginning of the fight is exactly the same. The only difference is by the time that target is close to being dead, we'll have more targets right here.
Same misdirects and everything, and tanks are just dragging it out to Skull.
Same misdirects. Okay, we started.
Hazy Brew wins.
All right, grab him. Just grab everything. Grab him.
Someone needs to take over Moon because Amma's dead.
Try not to pull aggro. Okay. All right, just get to the door, guys, if you can. Get to the door. That was a miss pull. Don't worry about it. We'll regroup and try it again. Don't worry. Yeah, so there's a couple of things that we can already talk about that. So if you're single target DPSing something that's not the skull and you pull aggro, you're going to die. So, nothing should have changed from killing skull first. Like I saw people, really opening up on the other targets. And, obviously it was a mispull. Obviously it was chaotic. It's not going to happen again. Okay, whatever. I always mean skull, like whatever. So again, be weary of what's happening. DPS, I love you guys, but it's easy to manage threat. You just have to watch the bar. Okay, if you're attacking a target and you're about to pull, stop attacking that target. Go to another target. There's a lot of things we can do to make sure that we're not dying for no reason. That being said, it was a one-off. It was a missed pull. It won't happen again. No big deal. We'll just move on to try it again.
I heard Brew's uh-oh in the background.
Yep, it happens.
Thanks for the DI, whoever hit me with that. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, so without the mispull, I want to get 2 solid attempts on this. Obviously, with interrupters dying right away, that was obviously it didn't look great. But once everything's in position and we have all the interrupters doing their jobs and stuff, I think this might work out a little bit better. But again, the infernals are just really piling on. So Falcor, you might be, maybe just like try and hang out with the ranged and see if they pop in there, then bring them to us, and then at least a melee might be able to get them.
They clapped me for like 7,500. So
Yeah. Well, we'll try our best.
Having them grouped actually helps with AoE fears, so if we cycle through, we can keep them off for a little while.
Yeah, like because we can't fear the channelers, so it's only going to affect the infernals anyway. Yeah, I want to get 2 tries on this, and then I think we'll call it a night. This fight goes a lot differently with more warlocks and maybe a couple more tanks.
Hey, Coco.
Yes, sir.
You know, it'd probably be good if we had more warlocks.
Shit.
I'll write that down.
Am I helping?
I'm gonna write that down. What the hell happened?
Well,
Did we win?
We won. Where's
Where's
the loot?
the loot at, bitch?
We won. He got scared and left.
It's gone and nobody died. We win.
Take a picture real quick. Guild picture.
Alright, so was it a hunter or a rogue?
Oh, that was a shadow ball.
Yeah, that was the
From one of the warlocks.
Go away.
One of them.
One of the
Okay,
warlocks.
okay. Nice job. Everyone, get back in. Get on the circle. Please don't touch anything. This is getting kind of ridiculous. Just let's get a couple good attempts in, and we'll call it good.
1-1. GG.
We're gonna do a ready check.
We need, I don't remember all these marks. What's over on the right? Move.
So again, DPS, you're only on skull. For the whole first part of the fight, you're just hitting skull. Do not worry about doing AoE cleave or anything until the fight has definitely settled. And I would even say kill the skull first, and then we'll have plenty of threat on the targets. All right, everybody's ready. Let's get ready to pull these guys in. Again, DPS, get the skull first. Do not worry about AoE. Do not worry about cleave. Just interrupts and kill the skull. Yeah, original people, you're doing your mark. All right, let's do a timer. Let's get this pull, and we'll get a gun.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch for the cleave too. Still stand behind.
Load.
Yep.
How can we not kill the skull?
Yeah, if he's
They're all
getting
asking to heal too much.
Yeah, the mending's too much.
It's too many mendings
If
too
you're
close.
focused on shadow mending, and there's not, we would have to interrupt every one of the heals.
That's fine. Yeah, that there's a reason why this doesn't work, guys. Like, we're just trying it just to be fair. Like, there's a reason you don't stack them. They're all casting a heal, so just bring it on back.
Slowed though, so we could potentially kite abyssals.
The abyssals can be slowed. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
The thing is, I mean, there's just There's really no alternate strats on this thing, because if you take DPS away, we don't get where we need to be in 2 minutes.
Well, yeah. I mean, that it's a no-brainer. But I do think dedicating the hunters to kiting the abyssals is not a bad idea. So let's do that on this next one.
The only option too, we should have one dedicated interrupter per for just Dark Mend.
Well, when they're spread out, it's not an issue, right? Like if all 4 mobs are more than 30 yards from Skull, nobody's healing Skull.
I'm sorry for the stacking strategy. I
Yeah,
mean,
we're
we
not.
should
Yeah,
have
we're not
one
going to do that again. Yeah, that I'm glad that we did it so that we could see how stupid it is. So that's perfect. Like I can see that working with fully tier 5, 4, and 5 people, and like a speed run with like 14 warlocks and stuff like that. But it's not. That's not a viable strat right now. 14 warlocks, 14 warriors, 1 healer.
It's 29 people.
Yep.
That's how we win.
That's how you do it.
We figured it out.
So Falcor is going to respec to Prot, and he's going to volunteer to try and kite the abyssals. So now, Falcor, how do you want to slow him? Because you're not going to slow him alone. Oh, I get
No, just if I see a hunter's trap, I'm just going to kite him in circles around the hunter's traps.
Okay. So hunters were laying frost traps down in the raid, basically. No, you don't want them in the raid, though.
Beast, take your side where you misdirect from. I'll take mine.
Yeah,
They'll
so
be on
we'll put them on the right and the left side of Mag. And they'll have to be down kind of like throughout the fight. So we're going to go back to our original positioning with Fyrus on Skull. I'm going to be on X and Square, and Brawl, you be on Triangle and Diamond. I mean, Moon. And this will be the last attempt, guys. Like I realize that it's some good learning, but I also, it's common sense at this point. We really do need a different layout. So, but it's really good to come in and see what we need to work on. So, why is there an Iron Forge port? Oh, are you getting a port? Okay.
Yeah, I gotta restart. And if anyone's gear's broken, let me know and I'll buy a repair bot.
Skull went too, I guess.
Does Skull try to help summon?
Oh, okay. So are people going outside to summon?
I'm on it.
Oh, okay, you guys, yeah, you're good. You guys can just use the stone, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Hots, this is most likely going to be the last one, so. And Falcor, you probably would want to run Fire Resist Aura on your when you're kiting.
Yeah, you bet.
I'm assuming. I mean, I think most of their damage is physical, but if you have more than one, then Yeah, I don't know.
I'm hoping I don't get hit. I'm just hoping I create enough threat to keep it off the healers and kite in a circle.
Yep. Everybody's back in the instance.
Yeah, summon us.
Okay. So Beast's Frost Trap will be right over here. And then Helpies will be right over here. Everyone grab a soul or a health stone if you didn't already have one. Go ahead and get into positions, guys. I'm going to do one more ready check.
Someone's peeing again.
Nope, just not paying attention. Would you guys stop making comments about my urinary habits?
No.
Okay.
All right, fair enough.
All right, so back to our original positioning. Fyrus and all the DPS are on Skull. Then you guys come over and do X and Square. And then we're going to go over and do Moon and Triangle. Hunter traps are going down where the hunters are standing now. Falcor's main job is to kite the Infernals. I'm going to throw a main... Oh, maybe I won't. It's not letting me promote you to a main tank. Can someone promote Falcor to a main tank, please?
Done.
And other than that, making sure that we're not letting them get the casts off. And we'll give it another good try. All right, here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Make sure we keep getting those interrupts off on Square and X. Mag's about to pop. Fire, you're going to have to grab him.
I can snag Moon from you.
Oh, he's got 30 seconds. If we can burn square, we'll be okay. Just get square down, guys. We almost got him. I'm gonna go to mag.
Fierce dead.
All right, take those on Coco. I'm on mag. I'm
DPS
dragging him far away. Everyone's still on the ads though, on the channelers.
Oh,
Do, do everything you can to get rid of those infernals by fearing. They do despawn after 60 seconds.
Yeah, their tanks are down.
There's the grunge. Quake.
We're gonna need 5 people to go to the things. We don't have a full group. If we can get Amma, Holy like anyone, can right click on a beam and just stand there.
Didn't make it.
Well,
That's pretty good. We got 4 down. Almost got the
Made
5th
it
one
to
down.
phase 2. We made it to phase 2 is what counts, guys.
Yep. So that was by far our best attempt. And Falcor, what'd you think about getting the Infernals?
I was running around like an idiot, but it was fun.
I feared a few of them off of him. After the fear went off, I realized, oh shit, he was targeted Falcor, so I needed to make a better attempt at looking at who they're targeting.
And was damage incoming just too much for the tanks at the end there? Or do you think we could try one more?
It was pretty heavy at the end. We could probably separate a little bit better, but also it had a bunch dead.
Okay, yeah, I even if it was perfect, I think it's kind of a moot point at this point. I think the strat's fine. I think everything we did is fine. It's just we need a little bit more tools to do it. So we're gonna pretty much call it. If anyone has any questions or any suggestions or any comments about what we did tonight, please let me know. Like DM me in Discord or something. But I think overall we got a lot of good work done on Mag, and as soon as our comp looks a little bit more appropriate, I think we'll have a much higher success rate for sure. And I know a lot of people are saying they need to repair and do other things, so I don't think it's wise for us to continue to use resources at this point on this fight. So we'll go ahead and call it now. Once everyone reses, make sure we get some ports up if we need to, things about that. And then, yeah, we'll come in here on Wednesday and hopefully we'll have a couple more tools in our arsenal and we'll have a better shot at it. And it doesn't take away from the fact that High King and Gruul were both one shot, or Gruul were one shot, and yeah, it was a good raid.
A super clean Gruul.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, Gruul was
through that
was
first
very
one.
good.
Yeah, DKP already went out, so people can leave.
Oh, perfect.